Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're going to be diving into a deck list for Charizard EX. This is a new deck list. I've seen various lists starting to cycle around social media, and I've actually put a bit of my own spin on this one as well. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this list and play a couple of games of TCG Live, talk about some of the changes that I am looking to potentially make or something that I really want to try out. I've played like one game with that, but let's take a look at it. So we have 3 Charmander, 2 Charmeleon, 2 Charizard EX. Pretty standard, right? We have, well, I mean, Charmeleon may be an extra one of in this current format. Duskull line is going to be 2/2/2. The Dudunsparce line is going to be 3/3. This is our consistency engine. This is our draw engine. Fezandipiti EX and a Budew, so definitely going to be looking to go second. And let's look at the supporter line because there's quite a bit. We have 4 Iono. This is going to be early draw support, mid-game draw support, late game hand disrupt. 2 Drayton, really cool card. Can help you find an item and a trainer, or a trainer and a Pokemon, sorry, Pokemon and a trainer. So you can get combinations like Dusknoir Rare Candy into the Dusknoir. You can get Charizard Rare Candy. You can get all kinds of cool combinations. Just helps you really search for some of those cards that you're looking for. A Pokemon and a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Morty's Conviction, a one of in this deck. It gives us a little bit of extra draw if they have a big expanded board with Area 0, or if they just have 5 Pokemon, it's a really great draw. We're looking for a lot of card draw out of this deck. Colress Tenacity, really cool because we're going to be using Artazon to kind of constantly recycle and put out the Dunsparces, or whatever we need for that matter. And the Colress Tenacity will be able to help us find that, as well as the Enriching Energy, which we're going to talk about. 1 Boss's Orders for Gusting. Briar, of course, it's Briar. Jacq, this is, 2 evolution Pokemon. This gets you whatever you need. Sometimes it's just Dunsparces, sometimes it's Dusclops, Dusknoirs, Charizard EX, Charmeleon. It's really nice, the one of. And then a one of Professor Research if you're really kind of stranded and you need something to get you out of there. Definitely something there for that. So as I said, the 2 Artazon. This is for stadium bumping and just for, consistently being able to get out some of these Pokemon without needing items. If you do get Budew locked, this helps quite a bit. Also, just continuously putting out the Dunsparce is really nice. So 4 Buddy Poffin, of course, 4 Rare Candy, of course, 3 Ultra Ball, of course, looking for the right Pokemon at the right time. A couple of Nest Ball. This just is additional ball search, mainly targeted at the Fezandipiti EX, but also just for whatever you need. I also think that one of these could technically be cuttable, or both of them potentially, but I've been liking it with the 2 extra just ball searches. 2 Countercatcher, 2 Super Odd, very standard to like Charizard like list. 1 Night Stretcher, same thing, and then the 1 Tera Orb. Now this has always been something that I like to do. 3 Ultra, 1 Tera Orb. This just sometimes comes in really clutch when you really need it. 5 Fire Energies, feels solid, and then the 1 Enriching Energy, which if you don't remember Enriching Energy, this is when you attach for turn with the Enriching Energy, you draw 3 cards, and then you can of course put that on the Dudunsparce, attach it, draw 3 cards, use Runaway Draw 3 cards, it all cycles back into the deck. So we have a draw engine built into our A-Spec and into our kind of support Pokemon. So let's go ahead and dive into some gameplay, but real quick I want to show you, this is the list I just showed y'all, but the other one that I'm looking at is I just cut down the Dusk line and I added in a 1/1 Pidgeot. I think that there's some room to maybe try this out. Obviously if it's prized, it doesn't really help you all that much, but you're not really spamming a whole lot of Dusk line. I think it's mostly just for consistency. So this is something I'm going to test out. I don't know that I'll do that in this video, but something I really want to see and see if you can get this Pidgeot out in the mid to late game. It can help you close out the game. So could be really cool for finding those specific pieces. All right, let's dive into some games. All right, here we go in our first game of the Dunsparce Zard. And we're going to see, obviously, again, with the Budew and just not wanting to get item locked, we're going to be looking to go second here. If we can. Second would be nice. They flip a heads, they win it. We're at the mercy of their choice. All right, we're gonna go first. Hopefully not the end of the world. You obviously can get decently locked out. So item locked is not great, but we do have a Buddy Poffin early. So with no energy in hand, I might just go. Okay, we're playing against a Dragapult. We'll see how this feels, because Dragapult versus Charizard's not really the greatest matchup in the world, regardless of the list. So we'll see. What do I want to go for here? It depends on this draw. We have a Dunsparce, so that's nice. And we're probably going to go Charmander and Budew. All right. Charmander, Budew. Take a look at what we got real quick. PTCGL bugs. Gotta love it. Do we have our Enriching Energy? 4 energy. Okay, it's not terrible. Prizes are not terrible. And I think we're going to have to pass it on that note. We have Iono for draw support next turn, maybe even a Drayton. Drayton doesn't necessarily feel like the best play here. We'll see. We'll just see how fast he can get everything he's got out. If he hits me with the item lock here and I don't hit an energy for the attach retreat for the Duskull, would not be great. Oh, he's gone with the Lance. Okay. So he's just going to pull out a full Dreepy line. Because a lot of this matchup definitely comes out to the Duskulls. We both have them in the active, so not incredible for either one of us. But like I said, if he can get that Duskull... Ooh, okay. So no Budew up in the active. So that gives me at least an item turn. I've got here... Question is, what do we want to do? I kind of feel like Drayton is not a terrible choice here. I don't really know that I want to cycle their hand for them, because he didn't really do a whole lot. So Drayton feels like a solid choice here. So we have a Charmeleon, and a Tera Orb could get me straight into my Charizard. We could also go with Colress Tenacity for next turn, Enriching Energy. It just depends, because I also have the Ultra Ball, and I'm going to get a Dunsparce. So, like the Dunsparce runaway draw. So I think we just play it a little bit slow here. But I also could use the runaway draw now and hope for an energy and go for an item lock, which I think it's a little bit greedy. Okay, we didn't hit. We didn't hit. That doesn't feel incredible. I could make my Dusknoir and bomb something now, which feels like really aggressive. Or I could Ultra Ball. I don't really want to use the Ultra Ball. Because I could make a Dusclops bomb and then go into... That feels like a not terrible play. I could use the Super Rod here. So we're going to go Dusclops here. We're going to bomb into an item locked. And then I might even... This is like a unique way of getting the Budew in the active. I might even Night Stretcher here, but not sure. We'll see what we pull off the prizes. Okay, Ultra Ball's not terrible. Do I want to Night Stretcher this back? I might Night Stretcher back the Fez, or just hold on to the Night Stretcher. We're going to pull the full Dusk line back, but we're going to leave the Fez bit there, and we're going to leave the Night Stretcher alone. I think. Yeah, okay. We'll just go with the item lock and see how this works. If he's not holding another Lance in hand, we might be able to set ourselves up into a decent position. And I'll probably hand disrupt. Okay, he's got one of his Dusclops, so that's not terrible for him. Okay, he has two of his Dusclops. Did he Lance those in? I don't remember what his Lance was, actually, now that I think about it. What was his Lance? One Dusclops. Okay. Well, I mean, he's got some good draw, though. He's not going to be able to use... He's got... Okay. Nest Ball won't be able to be used. He does have the rescue board. Colress Tenacity, I really want to use it because I'd love to get my Artazon out and start setting things up, but he could also use it a decent bit this matchup. So I don't think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to go with the Iono. We're probably going to throw it away with the Ultra Ball. I might even Night Stretcher in the Fez, but I don't know, man. Putting a Fez on bench against a Dragapult is not the best feeling. And he's going to save his Duskull here with the retreat, or with the rescue board. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to kill that Dusclops for sure. We'll go here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Colress Iono. Hate to get rid of the Iono. Maybe we don't. We could use that later. We're going to go with the Zard. And then I'm going to hit the Iono because I want to cut his hand down a bit and see more cards myself. I want to get some more Dunsparces set up. Would be nice. Okay. I should be paying a little bit more attention to my energy count. I just wasn't looking really. Okay, there's a Dunsparce. Also, I usually don't leave my webcam here. I usually go here. Yeah, let's go there. Buddy Poffin. This would not be a terrible time for something like this, considering my hand sets up a little bit of draw. And I do think I go on ahead and swap into the KO here. Smaller hand size. We go ahead and get rid of his Dracloak. So he now, in order to swing back at me, he has to have a Crispin, which is not a terrible position for me to be in. Ooh, the Rare Candy Dusknoir in hand is not bad, because if he does make a Dragapult, I could KO it. Okay, there's the Lance. This feels decent. Couple Dragapults and a Dracloak, so he's got the Dracloak engine still kind of churning. And what's he looking for? Fezandipiti here to see more cards, which would not be a terrible boss's orders like Gust option for me later, because I'm already swinging that, so that's going to be a good option for me to close out the game. I think he's in a pretty tough spot. I'm kind of choking him a bit, which gives me a little bit more time to set some other things up. But if he doesn't get anything really strong set up here, then I can bomb KO and basically essentially get rid of his ability to attack next turn. Then I should be able to close out the game from there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's gonna retreat potentially into the Duskull. And if that's the case, okay, trying to stall me out, which unfortunately for him, he should not have picked that target. Yeah, he should not have picked that target, because I'm still going to do the same thing. And then he's going to be, he's pretty much done for. Ah, now I have to bomb that, which is still fine, because that's the biggest threat with it having the Psychic Energy in the front. Well, no, now he's going to attack. Okay, so things have changed. He did not kill my Duskull. Okay. He did not kill the Duskull. Intriguing. We do have our Enriching Energy, but I know I'm making this play regardless, so that was a pretty big misplay if you ask me. We're going to go to the Zard, because we might hit the Dudunsparce off the Enriching. So we're going to go Enriching. No Dudunsparce, but we can go here. And honestly, I think I'm fine with this, because I wouldn't mind keeping the Dusclops, because the Dusclops can KO the Duskull that's taken the 10 damage. I don't really necessarily, I wouldn't like to lose my A-Spec, but I feel like I'm fine. So we'll go ahead and with the KO. We'll go with the KO here. Feels fine. And if I have to, I can always throw the Rare Candy or whatever I need. Just leave myself some options. We also have a Dusknoir now as well, so he's just not able to build an attacker this game. We've got him in a pretty tough spot. Pretty tough spot in terms of wanting to build an attacker. He could try to like boss stall me out, counter catcher stall me. He's got the flip the script, so he's got some cards. And I don't have any energies in hand, so he could potentially stall me out. He's going to pull back one of the Dragapults. But he can't attack again, so I don't have potential to bomb that, but I can bomb and KO on bench. So if he doesn't do anything here, no hand disrupt or anything, I should have game. We'll see. I mean, again, he can't bomb me. That's not going to do anything. Oh, well, apparently he can. But I think that just gives me game. I think that just gives me game. Unless, does he have a hand disrupt this turn? Does it matter? Don't think it matters. Yeah, doesn't matter. I should just be able to, I mean, he's going to retreat into his Dragapult, potentially, but then I still have it. Because he has to retreat into something that can't be KO'd, otherwise he just gave me game. So he's going to retreat into the Dragapult and swing into me. And then I will Rare Candy Dusknoir and take the game. Okay, that changes things. So there's the hand disrupt. He will still swap into the Dragapult because he has to. Which definitely makes things a little bit more challenging. Oh, okay. That's definitely very different. That's huge. That's actually huge for him. Okay, let's see if we can climb our way out of this situation. I'm going to have to promote the Budew. He takes 3 prizes here. Wow, he swung this super heavy with that Iono. That's actually crazy. That's a huge bailout. All right, I mean, if I can find any kind of draw into Rare Candy Zard, do I have the energy for it? I should. Any bailout to the Rare Candy Zard, and life is good, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see how it goes. I need to see a Dudunsparce, basically, or I am cooked. Okay, there's my Fez. Oh, I threw the Fez. That's unfortunate. And that is the game. That's unfortunate, man. He got bailed out pretty hard, but you can see that was going pretty well. We'll go ahead and jump into a second game, see how we do. Man, that Iono was pretty tough. That was a pretty tough Iono, but we'll jump into a second game and see if we can close that one out. Dragapult's a tough matchup. All right, game number 2. We'll flip the coin and go for tails. I still can't believe that, man. The fact that he got his sparkling crystal off of an Iono is killer, dude. That's killer. No, you're gonna go second, so we win the coin toss with the tails. Tails never fails. And we will see how this one goes. Okay, a Dudunsparce. Probably have to Drayton to see if we can find something. Do have an Enriching Energy, but that's not great without a Dunsparce. Don't want to throw that on a Mander if I don't have to. Our hand's not the greatest, and I don't like staring at a Mimikyu. That never makes me excited. That never makes me excited. I don't have a ton of ways to deal with that, so if this is a wall build, we probably don't have a whole lot going on for ourselves here. But with a Rotom, Snorlax, probably. Maybe Snorlax. Hard to say. Let's take a look. That's going to have to be for Dunsparce. Or Dudunsparce. And maybe we just take another Dunsparce or a Dusclops. I don't want to overbench because I just don't know what I have here. Don't know what I'm playing against here. Alright, we're going to go for the Dunsparce. We'll hit the Enriching Energy on it. Don't want to overbench again. Okay. Pulling a couple energies is not great. Yeah, I don't want to overbench. This Mimikyu is not going to be fun to deal with. I'm assuming we're playing against a Snorlax. So I'm going to have to hope he doesn't hit the right items. And we'll try to grind through it. Arvin still looks very Snorlax to me. Still seems very Snorlax-ish. See if he goes for Nest Ball, Hisuian, Heavy Ball, Sealstone. Yep, it's Snorlax. Ooh, tough matchups, man. Tough matchups for a Zard showcase video. There's the Ogerpon. We don't have a Canceling Cologne. And we're going to be bombing that, so hopefully that's not too bad. Try to bomb that as well, but I'm going to have to hit the right cards. So let's hit our Dudunsparce and we'll grab 3 more cards. Pulling my energies is that's not what I want. That is not what I want. Drawing a bunch of energies is not great. Alright, let's Ultra Ball away a Mander and a Briar. Or even my counter catchers, because I'm never going to use them. Yeah, we'll throw away our counter catchers for the Zard. We'll just get this ready. We're going to put all 3 energies on it. Well, I mean, all my energies are in my hand, but we'll attach for turn, because we're going to most likely run into handheld fans. And we'll hit the Iono. That at least hand disrupts him some, cuts down his options, and then hopefully will put me into some, yeah, Duskline. Perfect. Duskline. Duskline. And then the Dunsparces can't get stuck, so should be fine there, as long as we can swing into them, or like get the right pieces. So, yep, now we just have to hope I can get some draw into rare candies, and I don't want to lose this Super Rod out of my hand, so I might have to pop a Dusclops just so I can throw this Super Rod away. Misfortune Sisters, if this hits hard, if this hits multiple rare candies. Let's see, what did he hit? Krashy used Budew, that's not true. It looks like he just got the Buddy Poffin. Don't want to get the Budew out. Don't want to get the Budew out. I think I'll just evolve here. and then I'll probably pop the Mimikyu with the Dusknoir and then recycle the full line back in. But again, I'm really hoping I don't get Eri'd here. Or even like an Erica's with the Budew in hand is not great. It's gonna be, like I said, this is gonna be a really atrocious matchup. Company Flute. And he might pull out the Mander. No? Yeah, don't pull out the Mander. Okay, that's good for me, because I'll use that as a Charmeleon for sure if I have to. But I just don't have a lot of energies to deal with these handheld fans. Handheld fans alone could sink me. Oh, okay. Well, this is cool. We could pop the... we could boss his orders up the Rotom. That's actually, like, beautiful timing for our boss's orders, considering that's our only Gust. We have to pop here, and then I'm going to Super Rod them all back in. But that gives me enough to KO the Rotom. Killing the Ogerpon is not going to be easy, dude. I basically have to recycle bombs multiple times for it. So we're going to recycle the full line. Swing the 210. Yep. And even with the Dunsparce out, like, could be bad. It could be rough. Now I'm holding a Rare Candy in hand, but I don't have my Dusknoir. It's not the best feeling in the world. Not the best feeling. He does have a lot of cards in hand, too, so he's got some options, right? He's going to have Erie's, Misfortune Sisters. There's a Snorlax. I mean, I don't want to swing it into any handheld fans. That's fine. That's honestly fine with me. I just need to get to my Dusknoir now. Or Dusclops, for that matter. We go here, here, here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our lines. So 2-2, and then we have one more there, two more there. We have a little bit. Okay, we're in a decent position. In a very decent position. I don't like this Budew being in hand, though. I don't like the Budew being in hand. If he gets that stuck in the active, I'm gonna have a really hard time with that. No Turo, no Switch in this deck. No Turo, no Switch. Man, a part of me wants to research this hand, but that's a candy. Can I afford a candy? I don't know. I don't know if I can afford a candy. I might need the Charmeleon too. I don't know. I think I have to do it. Otherwise, I'll just lose slowly. Okay. Okay. None of that is overly helpful. None of that is overly helpful. Guess we'll go ahead and throw out the Dunsparce. Getting rid of the Ogerpon is not easy, man. Not easy at all. All he has to do is put out enough stuff and then I won't be able to deal with it all. Like another Mimikyu or so and, you know, I'm pretty cooked. Or even another Ogerpon. Giacomo. Okay, well that's not great. I don't like that. Lugia Tech. I respect it, though. I do respect it. Do I? Okay, I think I don't want to put out the Artazon for him. Iono is not terrible because this hand's not super useful to me. And I wouldn't mind knocking his hand down. That's not bad. I just need to hit rare candies now. I'm surprised I haven't bumped into any of my Dunsparce, because that's kind of a spot that I'm a little stuck on. Misfortune Sisters. Okay, he failed. He whiffed the Misfortune Sisters. That's pretty huge. And his hand is like, it's small and he has no Rotom, so his draw options are low. That's not helpful. I can't Iono here. I have to try to naturally draw into a couple rare candies. If I hit, you know, 2 rare candies, I think I pop it instantly. We swap into the Zard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough position to be in. Ah, there's the Hero's Cape. So that's not going to be super great for me. And boss's orders. Okay. Okay, there's one rare candy. Which one do I evolve? I think we just go here and we pop it. But the question is, do we pop it? Because he could penny it up. I think I have to hit them at the same time. I like have to bomb them at the same time because he could just be holding a penny. And if he penny loops it, then I'm cooked. I almost hate that I have the dust. Okay, we'll see if I hit a candy here. It's money. We did not hit the candy, but we did hit the Dusclops. If he doesn't play a Pokemon, should win. 130, that's 180. Do not want to get Erica's here or hand disrupted. If this isn't a turn for him, we've got it. And it was a grind, and I deserve it. Flute, don't care about that. Failed Flute, big supporter play. The Eerie, nothing with the Eerie. He does know that I have game though, so not a crazy win with Eerie. He does know that I have game. Can he bench anything? The retreat doesn't matter. The counter catcher is not great. The counter catcher is not great. Okay. We bomb. I think we Iono. We Iono. Let's see. How does this work? Is there any world where I find a friend here? Possibly. If we don't hit the Dudunsparce. Okay. We hit it. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know why he conceded, but we were going to Ultra Ball for the Dudunsparce, use the Dudunsparce, bomb again, killed the Snorlax. All right, man. Woo! What a grind. That was a tough one. So, friends, this is a functional Charizard list. This archetype is very interesting in the current format. Drop a like on the video, subscribe for future Pokemon TCG content. Let me know what you think. It sucks that the first one slipped away from me, but he kind of hit the nuts off the Iono. So, as always, be sure to be kind to one another. Tell somebody you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.